YouTube, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just like I said, I was going to be doing a video at the end of all these, how to remove an air injection. These are on the Celica GTS. For me to have the turbo, I'm not going to need this. In addition to that, my 2ZZ that I have right here from Monkey Wrench does not have the air injection system on it. This is the air injection system right here. There's a little thing in here that spins. What it does is, while the 2ZZ makes, it's a 1.8 liter, but it made a lot of emissions. It had a lot of gas. So when on the warm up, what Toyota did to fix this was they made this little fan thing here, and it made it so that there wasn't as many exhaust fumes on startup, because the car ran rich on startup and they didn't want to do that. So we don't need that because we're going to be installing the turbo. So you, on turbokits.com, when you install the turbo, it literally just says delete this whole thing. I will have a check engine light. I already do have a check engine light. The way that I'm going to get over the check engine light is by when I have the piggyback ECU, the FICAM. You might be able to see the Monkey Wrench pulley right there, and then there's another Monkey Wrench pulley down there too. Very, very cool. So first things first, take off your front bumper. That's what I would recommend. It's not going to be the hardest thing in the world, but definitely take off your front bumper. Once you take off your front bumper, you're going to have a lot more visibility, so just a bunch of 10 millimeters and your front bumper will be off. That being said, let's go ahead and start removing the air injection system off of a Toyota Celica GTS, because no one has videos of this. First off, remove your front bumper. So pretty much you're just going to follow the 10 millimeters along here. They're all down here, so you can use a impact or a drill, or you can just use a tool. Start removing this. You can start with the unplugging too, but you are going to remove this. So this, if you guys are familiar with Celicas, this will look normal to you. You're going to leave this mechanism like this that runs off of the intake manifold, which is a good spot for boost, by the way. That's a really good place to put boost control stuff, because when it's boosting, that's a really good place to put PSI and a turbo gauge and a methanol gauge, or if methanol is on your car too. So to get this free, I've removed 4 10 millimeter bolts to get this free, and now you have this assembly removed. It's all coming out. Like, this whole thing's coming out. The pipe that comes back there should come out. You don't have to have it come out. This thing makes so much noise, by the way, when the car starts up. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. I wish they never put these on the later models, but they did it for emissions. So, I mean, I understand why they did it, but it doesn't mean I like it. Okay, so that being said, now that you have this thing loose like this, you're going to start wanting to get the wires off. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so once you've gotten the wire harness unclipped, so there was another 10 millimeter for a ground, and then the blue, which is the EVAP thing, I think, and then this thing which charges the positive negatives, which charges this guy. Come back here, there's going to be a Phillips head. You want to keep this. So you want to keep this. So undo the Phillips head and keep this guy here. And then you're going to have to do some hose clamps. Now you can do the hose clamps and unhook it there and just pull it off. Or believe it or not, you can just yank the whole thing off. Oh, darn it. I lost some 10 millimeters. I just fell down. Of course I lost 10 millimeters. That being said, because we're going to remove this whole guy right here. So just for clarity, this is the pump right here. This is the thing that makes all the noise. This is the little engine inside here. It's electric. It's electrical. And I'm sure this is some kind of canister or something like that. We've unhooked the only thing that's truly kind of into it, or the two things. One is going to be this vacuum line. He's been unhooked. And then we've traced that back and done the vacuum line that goes in the intake manifold. Typically I capped off the intake manifold one, or you run it back into the, you can run it back into the intake side, but it does want to go to this little blue thing right here if you're trying to not throw a check engine light, and the blue sensor is this guy right here. So you can run it like this and then just cap everything off. If you're NA and you're not wanting to throw a check engine light, but it usually wants this guy plugged in. Okay, that being said, because there's a lot of junk on here that I might just open up this wire harness and get rid of that, but whatever, we'll leave it for now. Let's come over to the big boys. We're going to do some 12 millimeters now. So let's do the two 12 millimeters here to get this hunk of junk off of my engine mount. I don't want this here. There's going to be a charge pipe right here. I don't know if you've known, have you seen my old build that I did? This is where the charge pipe goes. It's a tiny little pipe that's like 2 inches that comes right here for the turbo. So we're just being proactive. So the two 12 millimeter bolts, they're weird bolts. Once those are gone, you're now actually technically able to move this. So you're going to undo this guy right here, the wire part of it. Again, I hate all this stuff. I don't want it here. I wish mine, this is what I like, the 04 for the look of it, the 2004, but the extra, this stuff I just don't, just can't stand it. We're gonna come back here and you're gonna use a clip, a hose clip, and or pliers, and pull this guy off. And then once you have that off, the thing should be gone. You can choose to leave that open. You don't have to bend that and rip it off. I'm not gonna bend it and take it off until I do the turbo, but I will take that whole lower part off. It runs into the, and another reason that I don't want to do this right now is because if you look back there, I still have the OEM heat shield on there. It'd be just a nightmare to do it right now, and it's cold outside, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just wanting to get rid of this thing because it's making a lot of noise when I start the 2ZZ, and I wanted to show you guys how to, because there's no video for this. So make sure to hit the like button if you're looking to remove this. I think someone wanted to buy this, so I might put it up for sale, because these motors do go out. Just like that, we're starting to look more like a race car. All right, so all gone. I like that look a lot more. Mishimoto radiator is in there. How beautiful is that? You guys see that thing? Gosh, that is gorgeous. So many mods on this car, you can't even see them. That's so beautiful. This and this combined alone are just absolutely aesthetically beautiful. I'm gonna have that black wrinkle pipe coming through here. It's gonna look so, it'll tuck right down there. It'll look really good. So that being said, I've removed that. You know, you're gonna have this. You can, you know, I don't want to cut into the wire harness right now. I'm just gonna tuck it. You're gonna have the plastics that sit over this. You know, the plastics will sit here. Here's that little hole. Now this doesn't go into anything anymore. The reason why is because this is a 2000 year model, not a later one. So that being said, it doesn't have the 03 air injection. Now on the later models, if you want that, I think Monkey Wrench sells a kit that you can put on that's just little, like if there's little holes like that where the air injection is, you can tap it and then put screws in there and block it off. Otherwise your car's going to be freaking straight piped, which you're not going to want that. So pretty easy, pretty simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've never done this one before. This is a brand new, so you know, I've done 1,000 Celica videos. So that means that this is a nice new one. I hope it was helpful. I'll button it all up and show you guys the last product. Make sure to like and subscribe. Swing by my website, MitchUbishi.com. Grab some JDM side markers, which we're still doing, or you guys just saw that. Grab some goodies on there, LEDs, microfiber, hat, whatever you want. Help support me, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Alright, I did want to show you guys that I did clean up the wire harness a little bit. So, did black electrical tape down here. You can see this right here. That is the extra wiring from that. It looks more aesthetic. Now, I'm not going to leave this like this. When I get the turbo, I'll make this look even prettier. I'm going to hide that down there. I ran the vacuum line back into itself so that there's no leak right here. So I did run the vacuum line back into itself, and then I ran that back into the intake manifold right here so that you guys understand. So I did want to show you guys that. So I did still incorporate the blue evap little thingy. I can't remember what that thing's called. And now we're in a good spot here. I like it a lot more. I think this is a much better setup. All right, one last clip. Absolutely beautiful. Got it all clean. Looks way better. There it is. Removed it. Looks a lot more OEM. Now you do see that little thing there. I'm gonna plug that, but other than that, looks really, really good. I hope this is helpful. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.